What's up everybody, this is Zoya, the Russian Korean. And today, finally the day has come when I actually explore the League of Legends world, the League of Legends universe. I've been wanting to do it for a while just because I think that's something that I'm usually interested in. When it comes to artwork, stories, character backgrounds, I'm really into that because that's just what I like. I also have a degree in English, so I guess that puts me in the category of people that are really into stories. But also, I feel like when you know the characters, when you know where they're coming from, their world, it makes it more engaging and more fun. Also, it allows you to think about the worldview that you're presented with, whether it's in the artwork or in the story or in the actual product. Which is the game. So I think it will be fun to explore. One of you guys recommended me to look at Necrit first, or Necrit, I'm not sure. So I did, and I looked through a few things on his YouTube channel. I didn't actually watch anything entirely because one thing that I'm really particular about is I don't want any spoilers. Especially when it comes to stories, I want to make my own conclusions. I want to see it for myself. And so I try to kind of stay away from third-party sources telling me their opinion so that it doesn't influence mine as much. So yeah, but one thing that he said in one of his videos, and I watched a few seconds of it and I was like, okay, that's all I need to know, is that he said, when you explore the universe of League of Legends, you can literally start anywhere. That's all I needed to know. But I do have an idea in mind because I think a good starting point would be just to explore the regions, because champions, right, which is what you're dealing with mostly in the game, they come from a certain region, as far as I understand, and there are multiple in this universe. So I think that would be a good starting point. So let's go on the League website. Okay, here it is. Okay, so it's got a few previews of things. Okay, what I want to do is I want to go regions. Actually, let's look at map. I'm guessing that's the world map. Let's look at the map. Ooh, all of a sudden my computer gets really laggy. My computer's not the best, by the way, for this. It's an old MacBook Pro. Okay, explore and discover Runeterra. So the universe is called Runeterra. Let's explore. Begin exploring. Nice sounds. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different regions. I guess this is this it? Let me try to maybe scroll somewhere else. Nope. I guess this world has edges. This world is flat, or it's just all ocean in the other sides. That's assuming that their planet is round, which it doesn't have to be, I guess, because it's totally imaginary. The region that I want to explore first is the region where my favorite champion is from. And my favorite champion, you all know by now, those of you who have subscribed to me, who have watched other videos, my favorite champion is Zed. So, let's find out where Zed is from. Okay, right here, Zed, Ionia. Shall we go there? Let's go there. Ionia. Ooh, look at that. Is that a bridge? How do you cross it? I guess it just moves for you. That's pretty cool. It reminds me a little bit of Avatar-ish world, but a lot of fictional lands are in this style, so I won't be making too many comparisons. Okay, so let me read the Ionia description here. Surrounded by treacherous seas, Ionia is composed of a number of allied provinces scattered across a massive archipelago, known to many as the First Lands. Since Ionian culture has long been shaped by the pursuit of balance in all things, the border between the material and spirit realms tends to be more permeable here, especially in the wild forests and mountains. Although these lands' enchantments can be fickle, its creatures dangerous and fey, What's that word? For many centuries, most Ionians led lives of plenty. The warrior monasteries, provincial militias, and even Ionia itself had been enough to protect them. But that ended 12 years ago when Noxus attacked the First Lands. The Empire's seemingly endless war host savaged Ionia and were only defeated after many years and at great cost. Now Ionia exists in an uneasy peace. Different reactions to the war have divided the region. Some groups, such as the Shojin monks of the Kinku, seek a return to isolationist pacifism and pastoral traditions. Other more radical factions, such as the Navori Brotherhood and the Order of Shadows, I hope I read that right. Is it Navari? Navarai? Okay, Navori Brotherhood and the Order of Shadows demand a militarization of the land's magic to create a single, unified nation that can take vengeance on Noxus. The fate of Ionia hangs in a delicate balance that few are willing to overturn, but all can feel shifting uneasily beneath their feet. Whoever wrote this is a good writer. Okay, champions of Ionia. That's interesting. Let's look at all the champions in Ionia. So, whoa there. Go back. So there's Cain, Rakan, Saya, Ari, Akali. Okay. Irelia, Jin, Yasuo, Karma. I'm getting an Asian vibe here, I must say. Yeah, Lee Sin, Master Yi, Shen, Syndra, Kennen, Ferris, Zed, and Wukong. Yeah, I'm getting an Asian vibe. I guess it's Asia-inspired world. With different kinds of creatures here and people, which is cool. There's some related stories. We're not gonna get into them today. I guess Irelia is a big deal here. I heard, by the way, that there's this controversy over whether Irelia was inspired very blatantly by a Kazakhstani model, which after checking it out, I thought was quite likely. Also, in my React to Awaken, I think a few comments said that I look like her. It's a big compliment, thank you, but I don't think I do. Really beautiful artwork. Like, come on. Wow. So, I am reading the descriptions here, and it looks like there's this balance between like nature and people and magic and other things. Everything looks ancient here. It does say that they are kind of like the oldest of Runeterra, the oldest civilization of Runeterra, something like that. Their architecture looks very organic, like they're actually living in a forest. Very beautiful. I think the artwork really conveys the atmosphere really well, so that you can not only see the world for yourself, but you can also feel it, which is very important, I think. Ooh, they even have some details, like how they make homes and stuff. So they just basically make it by gathering trees together and making them grow in a certain way. Cool. So these are the Kinko. The Kinko. Anyway, this first one is very extra. Like, why does she need this veil? But it looks really cool. And they are the ones, I think, led by Shen, as far as I understand. And it also says here that they were defeated by Zed. Or not defeated, but they were ousted by Zed. So I guess they're at war with each other. And at the bottom, there's a video here. Let's see.
Hi, I'm Jin Hyung An. I'm a world building artist here at Riot Games.
Okay.
And I'm Odin. Yes, that's my real name. And I'm a writer.
He's Odin and he's a writer. I think his name appointed his destiny. Okay, so I just finished watching this video. It was pretty informative. I think it gave me a bigger picture of what Ionia is all about. But at the same time, I feel like, here's my thing. And this is coming from an English major, a former English major. Is that what I should say? I treat artwork separately from its creator. So what do I mean? So this guy, he's a writer, and this other guy is the artist, right? Cool. It's great to see the faces of the people that created it, but what I usually do, I think, is that what I consider canon is what the artwork itself conveys and what the writing itself conveys. If there is information outside of that, even provided by the creators, I don't consider it canon. So for example, you know, a few years back when J.K. Rowling kind of came out and was like, oh, Dumbledore's gay. It was like, okay, but where's that in the book? It was nowhere in the book. And so to me, I was like, that's not canon. Because just because she said it, like, she didn't put it in her work. She should have put it in her work explicitly to make that claim, but she didn't. Even implicitly, it wasn't really there much. And so, like, to me, that's not canon. Also, actors, voice actors, anybody involved in the production of a piece of art or a piece of work, like, their opinion, of course, like, it's interesting to listen to. But if they say something about a character or a world or anything that really should be conveyed in the artwork itself or in the piece of work itself, if it's outside of it, I don't consider it canon. So I'm just laying out the rules here. So what they said mostly was what was already on the website. And some things that they said was opinion, and I take that with a grain of salt. I don't consider it canon, but it's interesting to hear what they have to say about what they created. But personally, I believe that if you wrote something or if you made something, it should speak for itself. You should leave it be, and you as a creator can have an interpretation, but it's an interpretation. It's not the interpretation. You know what I mean? So after looking at this and looking at the different videos, and I'm not going to look at some of the separate stories from here. I think I should save that for another time. But it was really fun looking at what the world looks like, the map, and then just going more specifically into Ionia. I think it's a really beautiful region. Very interesting dynamic going on here with war and peace and nature and magic and power and just balance. I guess there are some internal struggles underneath this very beautiful, very peaceful facade. I think the next thing for me to do, though, is to explore Zed's story, because that's really what I want to do. Like, I want to see where he's from, what his shebang is. I think it should be really fun. All right, well, that would conclude my very first video on the exploration of the League of Legends lore. And today I covered Ionia, which I think was really fun. I didn't go too in-depth in terms of characters, but I think this was good enough to explore the region. And what do you guys think? What do you think about Ionia? Or is there another region that you really like that you think I should check out next? Which is your favorite Ionian champion? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. This was Zoya, the Russian Korean. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.